it's really not lost on me how, as humans, we've got the power to create things, start projects, and use this creative energy and birth things that literally didn't exist moments before. And that's one of my favourite things about the pleasure I've had in creating things, doing music and running different projects. You know, it's my favourite part of the process is when it's a new idea that's come to life, and I might maybe listen back and I think, wow, this didn't exist literally a matter of hours ago, and it's still raw, it's still got this soul in it, this essence in it, and it's far from perfect, but it's not about that. You know, it's got something in it. And the fact that we can get up as humans and spend our time doing things, birthing things, and use that energy to create, have fun, enjoy the pleasure that it is that we've got this energy in us, that we can just keep birthing things, experiment, explore, and create things and put things out into the world that if we didn't, so much wouldn't exist. And doing it for yourself, for that pleasure, those moments where you have just on your own before anyone even knows that you've created it. You can sit there and think, wow, you know what, I've actually brought something into life. I brought something into the 3D, taking it from here or from here, and now it's in front of me. I can listen to it, I can see it, I've got it as physical. It's an amazing process to go through, and one that I think many of us don't explore enough, you know, to tap into that energy that we've got. I really do feel we're born here to create, and in whatever way that is for you, you know. This ties over to how you can create your ideal lifestyle. You've got the power to create what your life wants to be, create the character that you want to play. Lean into your strengths and your weaknesses, and take that blend of all the things that make you who you are and sculpt it into an art piece that is your life. It might sound pretentious and everything else, but it's a good game. You know, creating is a good game. Explore the passions and the projects that get you excited and birth them, and recognize that that one's not quite how I wanted it to be or how I envisioned. You've still created something, yet from there you can fine tune it, work on a craft, and that practice of doing something time and time again in a certain field, watch yourself level up, and then you'll look back in years to come and think, wow, I've really developed a lot in that skill, in that craft, through enjoying just birthing something over and over again. I really do feel like it's a big part of what we're here to do as humans, because we've got that power to create projects, create art, explore things, explore ideas, be creative in problem solving, get better at those skills, share those skills, and how unique they are to ourselves. That I could spend my time doing some art, you could spend your time doing some art. We'll come together, compare them, and they'll be completely different. We could even tell each other to paint the same thing, yet the outcome would be different. We really do have something unique to share, and we do have the power just to create it, and I think that's amazing. You know, we sort of take it for granted, and many of us don't even tap into it. Oh, I'm not that creative. Yet in a certain field you will be. A certain field it will come out so naturally and just keep flowing. And it really is a source that just keeps on giving. It really, really is. I have it when I pick up the guitar. It blows my mind that I pick it up and play something that I've never played before, in a rhythm that I've never played before, or a chord progression, that a certain chords that I've never played in that order or in that transition, and it does just keep on giving. It's a beautiful thing, and I think definitely keeps the mind in a positive place of this birthing, using our energy and putting it into something positive. There's so much distraction these days, and we can give ourselves excuses of why we don't. You know, maybe you link it to career and it might not feel worth it, or you can turn on the TV and chill out and pass hours by that way of feeling like you just need to relax. Yeah, it's very relaxing creating, writing, painting, playing instruments, or even something like problem solving, as I said. It's a good place for our brains to be in, and it's a natural place for our brains to be in. Those of you that have unlocked that part of you and explore that part of you will know exactly what I mean when you've created something that didn't exist just moments before or hours ago, and how raw it is in those moments, and how much love you can have for it in those moments without anyone even knowing that you've created it. is amazing. And then on a bigger scale, the lives, the characters that we play, the lives we want to live, the fact that we've got the power just to create that. And if you're in a place right now that you don't want to be, living a lifestyle that you don't want to live, or certain parts of you keep playing out that you're not fond of, you've got the power to change it, you've got the power to work with it, you've got the power to craft it, to sculpt it, and then look back, being in a different chapter, and think, wow, I've come a long way. I've created a lot in that time, on a character, as a soul, but also in the 3D. The fact that we can just simply decide that right now, I'm going to do a certain something. I've got this candle here. I'm currently looking at a candle. It's in front of me, and the flame's dead center, super straight. And for me, creativity does that to my mind, keeps my candlelight center. If I imagine my mindset as a candlelight, certain things make it flicker this way and wobble and that way too. Yeah, exploring creative things and starting projects and exploring things that keep my mind in a good place, keep my energy in a good place, birthing positive things, keep that candlelight center for me. And this is why I know for me it's a natural thing to be doing. And I know we've all got different characters and we're not always creative in certain fields as other people, but there'll definitely be fields that I'm not as creative in than someone else. And I do truly believe that we've all got those areas that we can be creative in, and those areas that we can explore creativity in. It might be business, starting new startups and projects, or it might be your more standard area of creating art and music. But we've all got it. It's energy that keeps on giving. And that creativity is the same creativity that we can apply over into creating our lifestyles that we want. Being the person that you want to be. The fact that you can wake up and create that and change that and develop that and sculpt that every morning to catapult you into a new place in your life. And creativity itself, all these minor decision making, so many small decisions in creating something that take it one way or another way. And this also applies to life, right? Our days and our life is made up of all these different moments that we're constantly making decisions, and they lead us somewhere. Just like doing a painting or writing a song. It starts with an idea. You explore the idea, and along the way make all these minor decisions that ultimately lead you to an outcome. That's the calculation of all those different decisions that you've made along the way. And that's all you have to do, is take it step by step. You don't have to have some grand idea, some grand vision, but just to explore the energy, and one step at a time make the decision that comes to mind that's needed, and follow that, and then follow that one, and then follow that one, making these small decisions to get it into a place where you want it to be, where you'll look back and there's a whole art piece or a whole life that you've created from all these minor decisions that make up one big piece. And I love that. If you're not exploring your creative energy a lot in your life, I do encourage it. And just watch the place it puts your mind in, or watch where it takes you. Just for you, without sharing it. Although I do encourage to share along the way, you will learn from that as well. And you hand it over. There comes a point of just letting go and handing it over. You never know where it's going to land. Other people will enjoy it as well, even if you think it's not very good. It's not about that. There's something in it. There's a rawness in it that's honest and true. You can't really go wrong with creativity. This is the beauty in it. It does just keep on giving, and the more you do it, especially in a certain field, you find your ways of doing things. You find your ways of exploring things and unlocking it more and more as time goes on, and going on that journey of figuring something out, your message, your voice, your style. We can express our style or find our style through being creative, and that's a beautiful thing. One that I'm so grateful that we have as humans. We have these emotions and we have these abilities, and a big one of them is creating. So much so that that's what I feel we're here to do, to know ourselves, to learn our message, to learn our voice, and to create. And allow ourselves to do that over and over again, just for the pure joy of birthing something great. And learning along the way. And then letting it go and letting other people learn from it or enjoy it or admire it. Without judgment of yourself. Just for the pure fun of creating, you know? The fact that these ideas just constantly come into us as humans, and that you can open yourself up to that and explore them. Because millions of people are every day having that pleasure and joy of exploring ideas, but also not even waiting for ideas to come. Just to put your energy into creating something leads to positivity and fulfillment for sure. It's definitely not lost on me. It's not lost on me that we can do this every day. Decide to spend our time birthing something and learning along the way. There's some real power in having a project, having something that you explore, and being creative. And you learn a lot from yourself, and you learn a lot from having a project or an outlet like that. Yeah, it's a true gift. Creativity is a true gift that we've got. And I think all of us can be leaning into it more and more and more and exploring it more and more. And if any of you feel like you fall short in creativity, or you get to the point where you think, but you know, it doesn't, there's not much support to me in it, or society doesn't seem to appreciate it and respect it. And there doesn't seem to be a lot of feedback for the hours that I spend doing creative. I still encourage you to keep going and hold that part of you. And respect that part of you. Give yourself the admiration, give yourself the pleasure. Appreciate it yourself. And know that it's worth keep exploring this gift that we've all got as humans, that is creativity. Because I know in the arts or for creative people, sometimes they feel like it gets to a point it can feel like, I don't know, I'm not quite getting where I want to get with it. But consistency, the power of consistency, and keep turning up. You never know where your feedback's going to come from. But also don't look for it externally. Know that it's within. Your soul's content, your soul's fulfilled in the fact that you're creating and birthing, exploring your ideas, exploring your vision, exploring your style, crafting your style, sharing your essence, bringing energy into the 3D in a positive way, and using that gift that we've got, because it truly is powerful. So for those of you that are exploring your creativity and love that, and it comes natural to, keep going. It is worth it. For everything you get back in return within, let alone what will come externally, where it may land, who might appreciate it or see it in years and years and years to come. And for those of you that kind of deep down know that you've not explored that part of you, or give time and energy to the power of creativity, then I encourage you to do so. Enjoy it. There's a journey there to be had that's full of so much joy and growth, of being on a path of exploring it and then nurturing that craft and refining that craft, because it will show you where you're at, where you want to go with it, and you can enjoy the process of narrowing that down and finding your style. And as I've said a few times in these videos, go to bed with a smile on your face, knowing that you've created something that day that didn't exist earlier in the morning. Is something that's quite fascinating when you think about it. If it's a piece of music or a piece of art, or you've started taking steps forward in a certain idea that maybe is a project, you're creating something that didn't exist moments ago. And I love that. And for those of you, as I said, that do spend your time and energy doing these sorts of things and exploring creativity, keep going. Fall in love with that journey for yourself. It truly is what I feel we're here to be doing. And it's a gift that we've got that we can be exercising and following just for the pure love of it. It does a lot for the soul. And I think it's only a positive, and only good things can come out of that if we're all being creative and using our unique skills and our unique visions and ideas and bringing them to life as often and as much as we can. The world is a vibrant place because of creativity. Peace.